Welcome back to a casted game of Age of Mythology Retold. We've got rank number 1 Recon playing as Poseidon here today on the brand new patch that just dropped today. Lots of balance changes, lots of fixes, lots of cool stuff to explore. And let's see how it shakes up today. Recon will be playing against AC, who is playing as Odin. Red Odin here on Oasis. Going to be building 3 ox carts. 1, 2, 3, like that. Food, wood, gold. And let's talk about some of the major changes maybe we saw this balance patch. Now, these two civs not getting a whole lot different. I think the most noticeable is Odin now gets less line of sight on their ravens. That's going to be something that's going to impact it. You've also got Poseidon. They had a little bit of a fix, I guess, to the lure, so you can get your techs at it, so you don't have to build a granary. So I guess that's a buff in a way. But a little bit of nerf to Centaur. It only costs a little bit more favor, but largely untouched, which is really surprising because Poseidon's been sitting with us like a 60% win rate on the ladder over the next patch. I'll go take a second and show you here while we get started. So I added a stats page here on AoM.gg, and you'll see the new stats starting to drop. Now we got a new patch, so you'll see the new patch stats start to populate. Sample size, of course, will be low there at the beginning, so keep that in mind. But Poseidon's sitting here about 55% win rate, and actually at the top of the ladder, you'll see sitting here like 60% win rate. So pretty massive. So surprising to not see any major balance changes really for Poseidon this patch. It could just be the fact that, you know, Poseidon, I feel like has only gotten really popular over this last week or two, and a lot of times the stuff they're working on for patch might be for like from a previous month or something. It might be just, you know, catching up. Maybe Poseidon's time's coming in those next patches. But for now, rank 1 playing Poseidon. We've got temple being built north side. Let's take a look at all of the relics we have on the map. We've got Hecates, torch. I don't know how you say that. Torches. Feel free to share the lure on all of these things. I love learning about it. God powers recharge faster and cost less favor to cast. We've got Skull of the Syracopus. A group of monkeys will periodically appear. We've got the scale of Echidna. Mythic units are cheaper. John Echidna. And you've got Text of Imhotep. Buildings are constructed faster. So let's give you the relics we have on the map today. And let's see what these players are going to go with. We probably will see some Hippius rating, I would imagine. Probably some Centaur here. Centaur only costs 2 more favor. It ain't that much. Probably the more substantial change we've seen is Greeks now gather favor at a decreased rate. Rather, when you add 1 villager, no change. But as you add 5, 7, 10 villagers, it scales back. So it's not just 1-to-1 favor gathering. It scales back the more villagers that you put here on this temple. So decreasing how much temple favor you get. Centaurs cost a little more. I mean, it is a bit of a nerf. The heroes also, by the way, getting less HP this patch. They decreased all of these guys' HP. I believe it's by 50 points. So a little bit of a change there for that. Okay, we've got Herser going on the map, looking to collect some relics. I would imagine we will see a Great Hall being built, but let's see if he goes for it. Let's look at the line of sight on those ravens so you can kind of get the full feel of the nerf that happened to these guys. See, a little harder to find stuff. Line of sight significantly different than it was before. Okay, we've got a longhouse down here. Ooh, a question in chat. So we were talking about Greek scaling for their favor. What happens if you build a second temple and put 4 vills on it? So you're talking about splitting your vills between temples? I'm going to assume it just includes total people gathering favor, but that is certainly an interesting idea. Somebody needs to test that. Let me know. Does that break this whole thing about the favor scaling back? You put them on different temples? I would be actually really curious. I would assume it's global favor gathering, but definitely test it out. It's total people. Yeah, I figured as much. I would still test it if you haven't, because you never know. Some things that you would think are obvious it's not always the case in Age of Mythology. In any Age of Empire game, you should know that. Stop trying to find loopholes. Yeah, you guys trying to break the new patch already? These Greek mains, they can't. The 60% win rate's not enough. They're trying to dodge the new nerfs. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Dirty, rotten cheaters. Poseidon. Where's my Poseidon mains in the chat? I gotta know. I gotta know what we're working with out here. I've been out here playing raw before they got buffed, before they're cool. But now everyone's gonna be playing raw. Maybe. We'll see. In comes a Centaur raid, picking off a Gatherer along with 2 Hippies. Gets that, and gonna force a little bit of idle time there out of the Norse villagers, but now they are chasing. Looks like heading out towards the giraffes. Okay, so villagers going for the giraffe here on the south side. Got a few berserks out here to defend. So has he really been training berserks? Usually you see berserks. Usually we see berserks, it's like, okay, he converted villagers, right? But it looks like that's not going to be the case here today. Chat says, playing Isis Wombo combo no matter what. Through thick and thin. There you go. We got a giveaway of Age of Mythology coming up for those of you watching live on Twitch after this cast of game. And if you're watching on YouTube and you want to win cool giveaways, you should stop by one of our live streams, twitch.tv/FitzBro. We don't do giveaways all the time, but when we do, we give things away. A copy of Age of Mythology for you and a loved one. I guess just one. I was saying, it's like, you know, you can give me 10 Age of Mythology keys. There's no way I can convince my friends to play RTSs. It's so hard. It's so hard. If you've got good friends or you're very good at a negotiation. I don't know. It's hard to get new people in RTSs. It's hard. Yeah, I mean, it's not, you can't just like spawn and die like Call of Duty. You gotta like use your brain. It's nuts. It's crazy. You can see the Raven just watching the town center there. Also one out here on the hunt. He did upgrade his towers back at home to help defend against some of the raiding. You see Hippies chasing around. So a lot of raiding going on. We did see Recon pick off several gatherers in that last raid in the Norse base. If your friend doesn't like Age of Mythology, they're a fake friend. Do I just need to cut out everyone out of my life? If you don't play Age of Mythology, you're dead to me. You know, my brother played Age of Mythology all growing up with me. We had to fight over the computer to be allowed to play this, our family computer. Now he doesn't play at all. I don't know why we can't get him to play. Go tell Fitzy here, he needs to play some Age of Mythology with his bro. We're waiting. We are waiting. Okay, so more raids going on. Hippies and Centaur running all around. Very open map. This is certainly nice for Cav. I mean, there's some choke points here, I guess, but generally a lot of room to run around. Okay, we do see some upgrades for the Hippies coming in right now to medium cavalry. Nobody aging up. You know, we talk about sometimes that, you know, all we see is fast heroic. Well, not in the case of this, but when it's a Cav spam fest, so there's a little bit of the territory. You can't just straight go for the next age. The hunts are pretty far away here on Oasis as well. I was playing the demo version on loot because I had no money. I know that feeling. When I first got my Xbox 360, I couldn't afford a game. I just my first whatever it was, the whatever Xbox was, I guess it was just regular Xbox, got struck by lightning when I was playing Halo 2 on Xbox Live. I'm not making this up. I was playing it, boom, TV's fried, Xbox fried, and the insurance only gave me so much money, and it wasn't enough for a 360. So I barely scraped together to buy it, but couldn't afford a game. So I played Battle for Middle Earth demo on repeat. And this is when like demos were not really much of a thing. Like we take that for granted now, all the free to play and demos there are, but there was like not a whole lot. That was like, it took like a day to download the demo or something. Let me know if you had any experiences like that. Or it used to be like PlayStation would send like a demo of some of the upcoming games. Like that was cool. Some pretty significant raids. Recon has been really raiding pretty heavily. We're actually looking at AC sitting on 31 vills versus opponent on 37. And now to follow that up, it's going to be an age up. A few farms being thrown down here in transition, so you're going to be staying at home. But going up with Aphrodite. Some upgrades for the villagers, of course. Also trying to build some choke points to wall his opponent out from future raids. Aphrodite gonna be coming in. No age up in sight right now for AC. He's gonna want to try to follow the Greeks up. Could put him in a bad position. Otherwise, look at these guys. They're just waiting. Oh, this is gonna be brutal. Recon, showing you why he's rank 1. He is unrelentless with these raids. Maybe they just need to nerf Recon. Man, oh man. Big shout out Lionheart for the raid. Welcome to the stream, guys. Got rank 1 here. Recon up against AC. And just now hitting the 3rd age. Here's Aphrodite and the Nemean Lion coming on out. Oh, what? Did they change? Is this bugged? Is that... I know they had some changes to sound effects in the patch. I'm not convinced the Nemean Lion is supposed to try to talk in some weird sound. It's supposed to make roaring noises, doesn't it? Isn't that what it usually does? I need an adult. Oh, man. Okay, Raiders coming in. Oh, he did a chop through. This is very AoE 4 of him. Just ran through the wood line. He thought he had this walled off. Not today. Something's wrong with the lion. Okay, so we see the town sitter doing a whole lot of nothing out there still. And we do have an age up coming in right now. Hey, we got a sub. Thank you so much for subscribing to the stream. Usually I have those on. I don't know what happened. That's not even from now. Twitch is like all bugged out today. It's sending all the follow and sounds, sub sounds through like minutes later.
F4RA has subscribed for 1 month.
Thank you so much for the 1 month sub from 13 minutes ago. All kinds of nuts. All kind of crazy stuff going on around here. I think something's up with the Twitch pub sub. Okay, Odin has reached the heroic age. Does have the frost available. Going in for another raid here. This raiding cavalry. See if he's able to find anything with this. Not going to commit to fighting at the farms and at the town centers. We do see frost is used. A big fight down here at the hill fort. Okay, so we've got the Greek forces. A lot of hippopis, which counter enemy infantry. Currently frozen. We got the Polemarch centaurs. This one, look at that. That's pretty cool. He's frozen. And I like this. You see this a lot of times with Poseidon saving up that ceasefire to try to nullify somebody's god power. So in this case, he waited till there was 30 seconds left there in the freeze, and then he used the ceasefire. So going to be able to save himself a little bit of damage, give him some time to try to get his army into position. Well, in fact, this is helping the Norse army get into position right now. So he'll be unfreezing here in a few seconds. Let's see what happens. Turns his opponent into a pig. And we do see big battle going on. We've got several frost giants. Flame, what is caught on fire? It's a forest fire somewhere down here on this side. Okay. Doing a little bit of damage here. Gonna take out that wall as well. Some damage to those Podromos. Who wins this fight though? It looks like the Norse should be able to hold this, cleaning up the rest of the Greek forces. Pretty big moment there for AC. Seems like he's going to be holding okay. We see the Greek army, what was left of it, I guess, retreating across the middle of the oasis. A little bit of damage there on the southeast side due to the forest fire, but not enough. He's going to use Fortress, actually, to help defend this position. So, I think it's kind of even right now. Stats kind of say that as well. If you look at the points on the right side, 49 versus, well, hold on, I say that, but we're looking at 35 versus 49 villagers. That's going to be pretty massive over time, but he can overcome that by taking some town centers potentially, but that could make a big eco difference here as this game rages on. Okay, right now we've got the army of the Norse moving into the middle, Greek army up on the north side. Not doing much there. Okay, so we've got the fortress set up here. And homes, a little bit of farm setup, and they're just kind of chilling, taking their time. What's going to be coming up? I'm looking to see if they're trying to age up or something. It looks like Poseidon could potentially save towards that, but spending a lot of gold, it doesn't look like it's going to be a mythic age for right now. So the dust settles here. Some walls being drawn, and it looks like the Norse army is going to go for an engagement, going after this this eastern gold mining operation. Going to force these villagers to retreat. He's chasing them now. Can he catch them? He's trying to. Gonna get some hits on those. We got the frost giants working on the fortress. Here comes the hippopist.
Prostagma.
Gonna be taking out that fortress. Gotta be careful though, because here comes a big engagement from the Greeks. They have summoned more monkeys. There you have it. Oh, a number of villagers. Oh no, those are militia. I'll say that. A number of villagers. Poseidon gets militia every time you lose a building. That's what we're seeing there. Makes them a very good defensive civilization as well when you're dealing with being under siege. Okay, pushes in under the town center. I'm not sure if I love this move. Seems a little dangerous. Going to be taking fire from the town center from 2 watchtowers. See the centaur dishing out some fire as well. This hippopus on the front line. Will they be enough to hold this? Frost Giant's going to be applying some additional freeze, and yeah, looking like maybe AC bit off a little more than he could chew there in that engagement. He did upgrade his Frost Giants. You can tell because they have cool hats now. Yes, there they are. They're now Frost Giant of Thrym. Frost Giants of Thrym. There we go. This one's very low in HP. 9 HP on that. Maybe a Valkyrie can heal him up or something. Cool hats. Every time I see this, they just look like they're like at an amusement park or something. I don't know. At like at a baseball game. We got these hats at our baseball games. I don't know why the Reds always wear a helmet like this when they get home runs. Down to the 2 Frost Giants. I can already sense it. Somebody's in the comment section writing like, "It is not a hat." Oh, a temperature pun. Cool hat. Yeah, that's true. I got a cat in here meowing at me. I don't know why. What are you yelling at me for? Okay, upgrades for heavy coming in right now. Heavy infantry for the Greeks.
Lege.
Of course, the hippopist, pretty good against Norse, since usually a lot of infantry focus, but in this case, a number of cav as well. Gonna be building a great hall, 2 great halls, trying to capture this southern gold mine. We see dwarves moving up on the north side. Look kind of a bit of a turnaround by the Greek army. Could potentially run north and find these, potentially. We'll see. It's a super serious battle helmet, not a hat. Yep. Yep. Okay, Poseidon going to be taking out this little wall that was dividing his base, helping his reinforcement lines. He's actually going to continue to work on that. So, I don't know, AC kind of gets vision of like, here's the army size of Recon, here's what he has, knows the positioning, more importantly. Knows he has time before raids might come in. Probably wants to try to wall this up so he doesn't get attacked here on his gold. And this kind of feels like a moment in the game where we're going to see somebody try to age up. And, phew, wow. Is my battle sense great or what? Right when we do it, say that, he's aging up. And he's going to go up with, well, I call him Tire, but people get really worked up when I call him Tire. You know, you can get your Tire rotation here going up to the Mythic Age. And he's God of Warfare and Protection. We'll have Berserker Gang, Fenris Wolf. Of course, we have the Fimbulwinter is what will be popping out with that. I think it's Tyr is how they say it. You know, I didn't go to Norse grammar school. These golden lions. That has to be a bug, right? Maybe that's just what they wanted to do. They talk now. I don't know. Do you guys think it's a bug? I really don't know. Okay, Nemean Lions pushing up. Nemean Rex. It's like a T-Rex, but Nemean Rex. Hillfort on the north side. And he's going to be defending this position, but currently aging up. Usually you don't want to take in a fight while you're aging. You want to wait till you get like the next myth units, god powers, what have you, right? So he's kind of avoiding the engagement. Pretty smart, but he might not be able to avoid this entirely. Okay, gonna take a fight. while he's aging. Probably not how he wants this to pan out. Navy and Lions dish out a lot of stunning. Every time they do that, there's a stun coming in. Yeah, look at all the confused Greek troops. I'm sorry, Norse troops. Not looking so great, but even despite all that, he's under a lot. 2 hill forts of fire. There's a lot of reinforcements for AC coming in, and he's going to be able to hold that engagement. I kind of expected him to like use to say whatever there. Etibos. Hippolyta goes down. Push up on the north side, and we've got. Oh no, we've got the Fimbulwinter coming up. It could be pretty big with the Norse army already kind of pushing. We do see that Recon is now aging up with Artemis. Artemis going to be coming in. But there we go, age up is in. And there's the Fimbulwinter. Going to be going after the villagers. So this will cause the wolves to spawn all over the map where there are settlements. So they only spawn near the settlements. You see them up here. They did change how far away I think they'll run. I think was a change they made. But you can see villagers currently under fire. Need to be careful about this. So economy kind of stalled out. He's dealing with wolves attacking all his villagers. And here comes the rest of the Norse army pushing in. Poseidon, of course, getting militia though every time a building goes down. Going to help him with defending. Down go the wolves. Fimbulwinter has ended, but we're going to be seeing age 4 out of the Greeks here shortly. Namian Lion dishing out a lot of stun. Might be able to hold this in a defensive position, and I think he's going to. It always feels good after that Mythic Age God Power is used, and you're able to hold it off. So he's kind of has some breathing room right now, and can start to plan his next stage of attack. Yeah, there were a number of villagers killed, but still Poseidon is ahead, 65 versus 56. I love the music in this game. We see the Pegasus getting a little bit of scouting in right now, getting some intel. Gonna do a raid down by the gold vine once again. I will say Norse have been able to keep Greeks contained for the most part. When he has to move out to the next gold mines, that's where it's gonna get really interesting. Now we do have Earthquake available. Earthquake is more of an offensive god power though. It doesn't do a ton when you're kind of in a defensive position like we see Recon right now. This cav's moving around. Earthquake's not going to do anything to that. He did upgrade his walls, but not going to be enough to keep him out. Longhouse and a Great Hall, as there's been kind of like a creep forward of infrastructure. We also have another settlement. AC could be within striking distance. This could potentially be a good spot for an Earthquake to kind of put a stop to this forward base. Okay, so how much is left in this gold? Less than 1,000 on this side. About 1,600. So not a whole lot left. Because this next big engagement, he's got some of his champion upgrades in. Both players have a number of champion upgrades in. Toxite still medium at the moment. Throwing Axeman though, gonna be trying to get a few volleys out there. He's also Pop Max, so you see Fortified Town Center being researched right now to get some additional pop space. I'll be uploading every single game that I cast to AoM.gg. You can go check out this replay over there if you want to download it and watch it. Earthquake being used right now. I thought it was going to be there, but he actually uses it in the main base. And boy, there you go. That's a nice offensive way to use that. Takes out the main town center and all of the infrastructure there at home using the Pegasus. I mean, it stings to lose that town center, but largely it just, like, these villagers will be fine. He just needs to get an ox cart over there. It's not going to be majorly impactful. I almost wonder if this could have been a better spot for the Earthquake. But if, like, a cav raid was coming up behind this, maybe that would be more impactful for this type of Earthquake. Yeah, there goes the whole main base. Now, as I was saying, I'll upload these replays, but I did want to take a second and call out, if you're trying to watch the replay, what you have to do is download it and put it in your game replays folder, and then you have to launch it from inside of your game client. So you have to open Age of Mythology, open the replay up to watch it. You also can only watch a replay from a current patch. So if you try to watch a replay from a previous patch, it just won't work. I have no control over that. So keep that in mind. Name Me and Lion dishing out some stuns, big stuns. That's such a good ability. Honestly surprised to not see that thing nerfed at all in this latest patch. It is very, very, very good. The Greeks holding on and starting to take out the hill forts. Ooh, what is this? He ran right by him. Oh, he saw it. He's like, oh boy, I've been spotted. Time to build fortress. So fortress being built in the middle of the map. We got raids in the back line. A champion raiding cap. Gonna be very effective at killing villagers now. Trying to hold this front line. Let's look how much favor these players have. 142 right now for Odin. What is he possibly going to use it for? Maybe a second frost here eventually could come into play. Maybe some myth units. Who knows? Okay, a lot of throwing axemen, which will be pretty effective against all these infantry we're seeing. Okay, but the Greek myth unit's looking really impressive here today. Getting pushed back yet again. Okay, here in the middle, we've got Recon losing his fortress raiding cap up on that, and these do a lot of damage. They are upgraded. We're in the mythic age. Not gonna be able to hold this. He's got to secure himself some gold, and this is not how you do it. Okay, dwarves continue to work on this gold. We do see Greeks getting in position, but not really targeting them yet. But AC hasn't been able to stop this Greek push. He just keeps inching forward little bit by little bit. But he's kind of had some split troops, of course, because he's been like down here doing this and stuff. But not looking really good right now for this Norse army. Wait, what the heck? He was missing this upgrade that whole time. He didn't have ballistics. For recon. That's a huge upgrade for the accuracy of your archers. Well, better late than never. Okay, on the back line, we've got the Chimera getting hit. Is it? Yeah. Chimera? I don't know. Something like that. Recon with 0 gold income. Oh, that's a good call out. Yeah, absolutely no gold coming in right now. That's not going to feel good. Not good at all. Gonna need to set some farming. Or I'm sorry, some trading. I wonder if he knows how desperate the gold situation is for his opponent right now. I mean, he's kind of designed this. He's been all over this gold. What is Recon going to do? You see Berserker game upgrades. Oh boy. Yep. So this will be good for the Berserks, of course. These are rather expensive late game upgrades you can grab. Chimera, says chat. Chimera. What about the Camaro? Camaro. Chimera. Yeah, there are different pronunciations being thrown out by Twitch chat. Upgraded walls. Boy, he's hiding behind these walls. Is he gonna set up trade? I'm surprised we don't see some donkeys down here. Like this feels like he could finish this wall and do some donkey trading, but not right now. AC surrounding his opponent, controlling all of the gold, has a lot of favor as well. Farming out there. The other thing to consider is that he'll have additional town centers than his opponent, so his max population, as you can see here, will be higher. Will be higher. I maybe like to see a wall segment there. He's just trying to starve his opponent out. You know what, right? These are like the oldest siege tactics ever, right? You don't need to actually destroy your opponent. Just wait till they run out of resources. That's what he's doing here. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Well, it doesn't matter how you say them. It's just the sound that they make when they they roast a ton of enemy horses. It's all right there. There's a lot of them. They're tyrants now too. They've been upgraded. They are what? They're half lion, half goat, half snake. Okay, pushing up. I think he's trying to recharge that special ability. Yeah, he's got it. He used it and it completely melts the front line. Man, good use of that. He doesn't have a ton, you know, he's out of gold. Using the units he's got, some nice micro maximizing the damage of those guys. Wow. That was impressive. But will be enough. I feel like AC can weather this just fine. You see some siege units now coming out, ballista. On his opponent in as well. The Greek army is starting to move over to the east side of the map. A lot of villagers as well. A little bit of a migration going on. 36 villagers. That's not a small amount of villagers. Okay, ballista starting to push up mid. Come out, I have you surrounded. Few champion berserk strolling around. I'm not even sure how many upgrades he has left to get. I think he has a lot of them. Actually, interesting enough, the minimap lies to you. That gold is gone. That gold is gone. This one is... You just started working on that. So that essentially leaves these two gold veins. Is there one down there? No, these are the last two golds in the map. So the Greeks coming down trying to grab that. No trade set up yet back at home. But the Norse are kind of moving this way as well. And he's going to see those villagers. Yep, town center sees them. Okay, here we go. This could be the final showdown. The battle for the gold. Just past the 30-minute mark. Let me know if you're still watching this video on YouTube. You're the dedicated, the proud, the few, the brave FitzBro watchers. Okay, a lot of tyrants out here. He's like spamming those. 7 of them? It's definitely the most I've seen. They're very good. They're very, very good. Jeez. Holy halibut. They just melt everything. He's gonna win the game by spamming these units. Okay, AC might want to consider some heroes to try to deal with these. Particularly some raid ones, a Yodi. Don't they cost gold? I think they do. Oh no, they cost food. Oh my gosh, that is a great option. Food and favor. It's great for Mythic Age. I feel like they should cost gold for how good they are. 300 food is nothing. Okay, Norse army is here. Gold. Gold starting to run out on the map. We got our final 2 gold mines. The front line of the Greeks have fallen, and so have their myth units. Not many left, and these ones are rather low HP. A flip for the Jarl. Yeah, it looks like they'll be doing a pretty good job against them. I don't know, guys. Recon's in some major danger. Look at the score difference right now, too. I feel like if you're AC, this is the moment that you just drop back, build a Titan. Right? Right? Can fire hurt its own? I'm not entirely sure. I've heard that it might, but not sure. Okay, so Norse pushing the Greeks all the way back. He's down to 11 gold. 11 gold. But unfortunately, not going to be enough. AC with a very impressive win today over rank 1. Recon is going to be falling on the ladder, losing some points. We'll have to see where that puts him rank-wise, but AC with a very hard-fought game. 30 minutes this game was, and I mean, back and forth, a lot of moments. It wasn't, I mean, early on, Recon had some massive raids up against AC. If we look at those civilian units, I mean, early on, he was massively ahead here for quite a while. But unfortunately, not enough. Pretty much just getting pushed off of that gold, being kind of the win condition at the end of the game. Guys, if you want to check out this game for yourself, I've uploaded it to AoM.gg. Go check out the recorded games. I'll upload this. And with that, I hope you subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed the cast, leave me a comment below and go check out Recon. I will tag him down in the comment section and let him know FitzBro sent you. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.